Pickens over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 3rd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's it. Here's Prescott. Room past the 35. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 5th catch in the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Cowboys, first down. First down 10 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going. Looking to throw. Prescott. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Thrower. Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Prescott now. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Throwing the football is not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage. Prescott now from the 50. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. third down. Here's Prescott. And he is caught. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Second and 10. Prescott yet again. And this one's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. When someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
First down, Dallas.
Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the... Here's Dak. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will be incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. Here's Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's second and a yard. Now Prescott. Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. And he fires one incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they'll play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time to see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His team got in the win column last week following a couple of losses to start the year. On the other side, you've got the Cowboys head coach. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. From 29, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Green Bay first down. In motion, Reed. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Peeling forward for maybe a yard. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in on the stop.
2 yards on.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 8. We'll go play action with Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Packers. First down.
Love to throw it on first down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-40-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Packers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Cowboys come out and they are led out by Dak Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
I love watching a player of any position come back after a bad game. I think it really just speaks to their mental toughness and their ability to grind, because the reality is, if you can only play well when things are going your way, you're not going to play very long in the NFL. So I am very interested to see, Mike, what sort of approach does this guy come into today's game with, saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Cowboys.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. He'll try and run it here. It's Achane.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. The ball comes out. The Packers have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay, as his Packers head back onto the field. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Now Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he can't get away. They rally with the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Love to throw. This one complete down the field to Golden. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdowns, Green Bay. And that is touchdown #1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Fix the score. Packers 10. Cowboys nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's taken in by Achane. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. This returnable with Reed. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Packers offense in wideout, Matthew Golden, headed for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. Whoa. Inside the 40. And they finally bring him down, but he gets it to the red zone. Brings it inside the 20. A big-time run by Jacobs. A gain of 57 yards.
First down. A 57-yard gain. And the Packer first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Back to throw is Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on the play.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. Pistol now for Prescott. That's caught by Leonard. Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's now 13-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, it's Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
That's good for a Packers first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Packers.
On play action, Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
First down, Green Bay.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll try again here, second and 10. To throw is Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. To the sideline. Nice job. They pull that one in, but that is still well short of a first down.
Formation for the Packers.
And that's a thing of beauty. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a first down. They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
A run out of the gun with Achane. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane close quickly. Here comes third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Here's Dak to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field.
Come on, Achane. And he will go all the way. Come on, Achane. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. We might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Love. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete.
Christian Watson. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Savion Williams there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers will take a first-quarter lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
We've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They'll throw again, Dak. That went out wide to Achane. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 1.
On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This a 42-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a first-quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This returnable with Reed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Love to throw it on 1st down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Donovan Izaraku. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And a Packer 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to find your voice as a young player, but you can change that pretty quickly if he continues to make plays like we've seen here in this one.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. And it's incomplete. What great work to shoot those hands up there. And now it's 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more.